Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone, once again. It's a privilege to be here. And today is the grand finale of the 2 days boot camp that has started since yesterday morning. And I would like to welcome each and every one of us for joining again. I hope you are excited. I hope you are prepared. I hope you have gotten our pens and jotter ready. And it's going to be an exciting section tonight. If you are joining us from anywhere over the world, please kindly drop your name and the location you are joining us from. And for those that have been on the section throughout yesterday, or maybe if you don't have the privilege of watching, but you have gone to watch the replay on YouTube, I want to see your reactions on what the section has been like. Yet that night section was explosive. Trust me, when I mean explosive, it was explosive. Coach Charles Oguntade, Mr. Lasisi, all took us to why we should think about other countries and not just the UK alone. Coach Charles talked about migrating to Australia, and he shows reasons why the UK, the Canada, and the United States of America is overrated and the overhyped. And after last night's section, I was on a call with some of my colleagues, and I was telling them that Australia is the way to go now. Let's just pack our bags and move to Australia, live and direct. So it's going to be a wonderful section this evening. Kindly drop your name and your location from where you are joining us from. And I want to get reactions on what the bootcamp coaching has been so far. My name once again is Emmanuel Akilose, and I'll be co-moderating today's section with Omonwumi Sijuade and Victoria Oluwadamilola. Can you kindly introduce yourself, please?
Yes, please go ahead, Damilola. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Alfred Victoria. I'm logging in from this state, Nigeria, and it's a beautiful Sunday evening, and I'm glad to be here.
All right, my name is Omonwumi Sijuade Otegbeye. Logging in from Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria. Okay, and it's wonderful being on this session again tonight. Glad to see you all. Thank you. Yes, over to you, Emmanuel. Over to you.
So without wasting much of our time, I've been getting reactions, and Obi says she's joining from Ogun State. Nicholas Obayi is joining from Lagos. Emmanuel Chibueze is joining from Enugu. Let me quickly move over to YouTube and see the reactions we are getting over there. So while searching for the reactions, we have our coaches available, and I trust they are prepared for us this evening. We have our wonderful coaches, Coach Bethel, Coach Victoria. For all YouTube lovers, if you don't know who Coach Victoria is, you'll be meeting her tonight at That Ninja Girl. And we have our wonderful coach, Coach JJ. All of them are prepared for us tonight. Presently, I'm having network glitches checking the YouTube link. Damilola, please, can you kindly assist me to check the reactions on YouTube? Emmanuel Chibueze said is joining from Enugu State. Ayemoyin Elaine is joining from Oshogbo. Shodimu Mary is joining from Lagos. Thank you. You are all welcome. Please, can we kindly get reactions on how the bootcamp training has been so far? Have your expectations been met? Have your expectations been met? What have you learned? What have you unlearned? What have you relearned? How has the bootcamp been so far? Kindly let's see your reactions both on the Telegram page, on the YouTube page, and on the Zoom room. Anolua is saying the section has been wonderful so far. I think it is more than wonderful if you ask me. It is more than wonderful. This section has been packaged by the African Nurse Network free of charge. And I think it has been more than wonderful if you ask me. It has been more than wonderful. Thank you very much for that. So I'll be calling on, while still checking the YouTube link, I don't know if Jessica is ready for us this evening. I'll be calling on her to give us the welcome introductory address. Jessica Akegbe, I don't know if you are ready for us this evening. Hi, Jessica, are you there? Okay. I don't think Jessica is on this call. So I think we'll be moving on. Vivian, I think I'm seeing Vivian. Vivian, can you kindly please give us the welcome introductory address?
Okay, probably just before they get ready, let me give the reactions from YouTube.
Okay.
I'm seeing Annie Sinami. She's like saying, "Good evening, everyone. It's great to be back here." And she's testifying that yesterday's session was awesome. Yeah, thank you for joining in. Kehinde is saying, "Good evening, house." Then she also said, "Glad to be back to learn more about changing my destiny." Yeah, yippee. Okay, Louise, I'm learning a lot, getting information from the source. Thanks, African Nurse. Yeah, for now.
All right, thank you for that, Damilola. So people are already dropping their location. Anado Iberi is joining from Nigeria. Omoto Shotaye is joining from Nigeria. Akintayo Akintunde is joining from Lagos. Louise Wakini is joining from Kenya. You're all welcome. Okay, and Anne Senami is saying yesterday's section was awesome. Wow, that's nice. Yesterday's section was awesome. Bangbala Kehinde is saying glad to be back to learn more about changing my destiny. Okay, Wakini is also saying again, I'm learning a lot, getting information from the source. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for those wonderful comments. Thank you very much. So we'll be moving to the next thing on our agenda, which is the section, for tonight. And the topic this evening says how to migrate to the United Kingdom to practice as a healthcare assistant within 6 months or less, with or without IELTS, even if you are just starting your relocation journey afresh. And we have a team of panelists, and I'll be introducing our panelists tonight. I believe they are ever ready for us. Coach Victoria is the first panelist. Coach Bethel is the second panelist, while Coach JJ is the third panelist. And I believe they are ready. And I must say that Coach Bethel is looking good tonight. Coach Bethel is looking good tonight. So you have the floor. Kindly.
Yeah. Okay, let me greet you the way we greet over here. Hiya. So if you catch that greeting, I want you to go to the comment section and reply me. So hiya is taken in the morning or noon or anytime in the UK, and they are just saying hi. So good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are ready to take you forward. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, thank you for that brief introduction, Coach Bethel. Coach Victoria, are you in the house? Can you just say something before we start the section proper? Okay, I don't think she can hear me. So we have some questions that have been asked by some of our participants, and we'll both be doing this together, Omowumi and Damilola. So Coach JJ, are you ready for us, sir? Coach JJ.
I've been ready since 1965.
Wow. You look stunning.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1965. Hi, everyone.
Amazing.
Good to see
I don't think I
you.
was ready. Let's go.
Okay, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you very much, Coach. We are here to see Coach Victoria's face. Coach Victoria, let's see your face now. Let's see your face. Okay, I don't think she can hear me. So I'll be directing.
I can hear you. I'm sorry. Good evening, everybody.
Okay.
Good evening, Coach Bethel, Coach Emmanuel, Coach JJ, Coach Omowumi, and I think I have somebody who has my name, Coach Victoria. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Good to be here. Good to see your faces.
Yeah, thank you for that, Coach Victoria. For everybody that is watching live, if you don't know who Coach Victoria is, that's your favorite YouTuber on YouTube.
If you don't know that Niger girl, you are on your own. OYO.
She's your favorite YouTuber. So we have our questions ready that have been asked from participants, and I'll be directing the first question to Coach Bethel. Coach Bethel, can you kindly enlighten us? What do healthcare assistants really do?
Okay. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm very happy. I'm elated that I'm here and talking about this. So I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome you whether you have an idea about what this is all about or not. That is what this boot camp is actually about, for us to enlighten each other and then help you to arrive at a place where you can make a good decision for yourself. So healthcare assistants, what do they really do? So in the UK, we have the healthcare assistants, and they are part of the multidisciplinary team, MDT. They are part of the team that is involved in assisting the nurses in their work. That's basically what they do. They are professionals, and they are at the same time, every job in UK is recognized, is dignified, and they have their own route of progression also. So they assist the nurses to do their work. They are involved in doing all those little work so that nurses can, you know, focus on some other nursing job. Part of their work is very, very exciting. Nurses in Nigeria do what healthcare assistants do right here in the UK. As a matter of fact, myself and every other nurse that has come to the UK, you will do healthcare assistant job for some months. I did it for 3 months plus. I have somebody who did it for 2 months and like that. So you will do that before you gradually slide into your nursing role. So healthcare assistant assists the multidisciplinary team to carry out, to support. They are like support services and support workers to assist nurses in getting their job done. They are involved, but not limited to helping the patient with their personal cares. When you talk about personal cares, you're talking about grooming, you know, helping them to have a wash, helping them to change diaper, to change pads or whatever you choose to call it, helping them with so many things, with positioning, skin checks, so many things. So you will hear more about healthcare assistants, what they do, what skills you require as you move on. But let me stop there for now.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Coach Bethel. And I would like to tell all those that are joining us live on YouTube, if you think you have gotten value from this bootcamp so far, kindly click on the like button and click on the notification bell to subscribe. So I'll be directing the second question to Coach Victoria. Coach Victoria, can you kindly enlighten us? Why should we choose the healthcare assistant career in the United Kingdom, and what should we expect?
Right. So the healthcare assistant route is a relatively new route for people trying to migrate into the UK. It's basically you'll be coming in on the tier 2 skilled worker visa. It is relatively new, like it's less than a year. So that's one of the reasons why you should consider it. And it gives you opportunity to come in with your family also. So when you are on a tier 2 sponsorship visa in the UK, you have the freedom to bring in your family members, your spouse and your children, you know, to come with you. And you are able to also work and live in the UK for as long as you want, as long as you are working in accordance to the codes that governs the particular job that you are doing. And you also have the opportunity to get your stay after 5 years, become a British citizen after 6 years. So, and even apart from that, you are able to do other things, you know, apart from your primary work. You can do extra jobs here and there, agency shifts and all that. So I think it has a lot of benefits, and yeah, you should consider it if you are planning on coming to the UK.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. The next question will be going to Coach JJ. I don't know if he's here with us. Coach JJ, are you there?
He's been here since 1965, so he's here.
Are you ready? I'm trying to put him on the hot seat now.
No, the seat is cold. There is ice under my seat, so it can't be hot.
All right. So, what soft skill will shoot up your chances for career acceleration and advancement in the UK?
Soft skill. Okay. Some of the soft skills that you need are, number one, The competition is high, so the more soft skills you have, the better for you, the better your chances are. Your IT skill must be top-notch, and it is something that is lacking in Africa. Many people are still struggling with IT, so digitally, you must be very, very good, and it's very important that you must be able to communicate well, write well. You want to write your CV, you want to write your cover letter, you want to write your application, you want to send out mails, you want to reply mails. Your writing skill, your communication skill must be very, very top-notch too. These are very, very important skills that you need. Apart from that, you must be able to indicate that you have skills with Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. It's an advantage if it's on your CV. Very, very good skills that you can highlight on your CV, and it will give you a very, very huge advantage, showing that you at least you can work on, you are digitally oriented, and you can, adapt to the system in the UK, because most of the system is run digitally. The patient data information system is run digitally. So these are very good skills that it's good to have. And once you have them, you combine them with the other skills that you need, the skills to care, to be able to care, to compassionate, and other things that we'll be talking about in the line of the this session. I think you should be ready to go. Foundational skills, IT skills, very important. Communication, writing skills. I think they are very basic things that you need to know, need to have.
All right, thank you very much, Coach J. Back to you, Coach Bethel. How much can healthcare assistants really earn beyond the salary, the standard salary? Like how much more can they earn aside their jobs?
Okay, in simple terms, it is huge, it is enormous, it is great, because as healthcare assistants, Coach Victoria mentioned it briefly when she was talking. You stand the chance to do extra bank shifts, and you can also work as agency staff, and that is so much more coming in. I know of a healthcare assistant that goes home every month with something roughly close to £2,500 every month. So that is that is together with all their basic and everything. So, and that's a lot. When she goes through her expenses and all that, she has so much left. So aside from their normal salary, you have access to do extra job, which you can choose the time, the hour, the day, and then you are paid. You are duly paid, and then you have this money. So depending on how much, some people work according to targets. Some people tell you I have this to cover this month and all that, and then they work, and then when you hear how much they earn at the end of the month, it's wow. So healthcare assistants, their wages is endless. It's endless. Per month is something good to take home with. I say it anywhere, and that's my opinion, and I don't know whether I stand to be corrected. Healthcare assistant in the UK is better than assistant director of nursing in Nigeria, that country, the country that I know. And I'm sure that if you compare it to other West African, East African country, it's almost the same thing. So it's something beautiful to look forward to if you have made that decision and you're considering that. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you very much for that, Coach Bethel. Thank you very much for that. So I'll be moving over to Coach JJ. What prospects await healthcare assistants migrating to the UK after they stabilize? Can you kindly expatiate on for us what healthcare assistants migrating to the UK, what prospects await them?
Yeah, they're quite exciting prospects, I would say. first and foremost, irrespective of the background, healthcare or non-healthcare, it doesn't matter. When you come to the UK, once you settle down, maybe probably after the first or second month, you need to sit down and discuss with your manager or your supervisor. They will automatically assign you a supervisor. And so you have your supervisory session where one of the main questions that the supervisor will ask you is, what is your career plan? Because if your employer doesn't ask you that question, it's more or less like a criminal offense, let me say, because it is the responsibility of every employer to be able to ensure that their employees have a career progression plan. So even if you don't have one, your employer will force you to have one. So that's very, very different from what we have back in Africa, where you are the one trying to struggle to push for a career plan, and then the people who are supposed to be helping you are the one who are killing it and saying you're not going anywhere. So here, they will be the one begging you to plan your career, practically begging you. So, and that's a positive one, because you can now sit down before you come in to the UK. You must have had some plans. You must have had your strategic plan well sorted out. That's very important, so that when you come and you are thrown that question, you know exactly what you're going to say. Before you come to the UK, you must have had a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan, 2-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. So you know exactly what you're going to do in UK, but you know that stepping there is also a stepping stone. So once you have thrown that question, it opens up the door of opportunities for you to begin to explore, especially if you are the smart one. So if you are smart, you can look at the organization you're working for and look at where their greatest need is and build your career around that place. So you can tell them, since I'm working here, this is what I noticed, and I really want to contribute to the growth and of the organization. Well, in your mind, maybe you're not even serious about what you're saying. You want to contribute to the growth of the organization, and these are the areas I feel you want to advance. So by the time they ask that question, you're dishing out a ready-made answer based on the fact that you've done your research work well about that organization before coming to the UK. They begin to see you as an asset, and they want to support you all the way to achieve what you want to achieve. You can come back 6 months, 1 year after and say, I want to do a master's so I want a full sponsorship, pay for everything. And they will say, yes, we sponsor you, because right from day one, you've positioned yourself as an asset. So the prospects are there. If you can be smart enough to be able to go around it, if you have a good mentor, a good career mentor who can teach you what to do, how to go about, how to navigate the career pathway in UK, forget it, in less than 2-3 years, you are up there. So the prospects are high. You can decide you want to become a nurse. You can decide you want to become a manager. You can decide you want to branch off into digital world in healthcare. You can decide you want to do psychology. You can decide you want to do psychotherapy. You can decide you want to become a therapist. You know, the list is endless. When I say it's endless, it's endless, especially if you get to NHS, where there are a lot of needs in this NHS. So as someone who is coming into the health and social care, you can decide anything you want to do based on the immediate need of the environment of the UK, and begin to explore. Apart from that, some people might say they want to really veer off the clinical side and go into leadership and management. It's open up for you. So probably you have a master's degree or BSc in particular stuff. You can request to a master's program in leadership and management. You could also decide to branch off completely, maybe go to university to go and teach or take up education job. If you have been a teacher, you have a teaching background. So it's really endless, depending on the organization you're working for. So immediately they give you the offer letter. You want to do a well research, sit down with your mentor, career mentor, do a good research on that organization. And before you know what's happening, you have a plan A, plan B, plan C. And by the time you get to UK, before you know what's happening, you are just off. Apart from that, your spouse too can also have a very, very good opportunity to either join the organization you're working for or, you know, explore a bit more than you, especially if he's not, if he's on he or she is on dependent visa. So if you ask me, the prospects are limitless if you are well prepared and well tutored on how to maximize and strategize your way around.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Coach JJ. I'll be directing the next question to Coach Victoria. Coach Victoria, what kind of visa will be issued for healthcare assistants coming to the UK, and how many years will it last?
Right, thank you. So for this visa route, usually it's between 3 and 5 years. I've seen people who are given, the number of years for your sponsorship depends on the employer, and the visa is usually 3 years, 5 years. I think I've had people who have had 5 years, but 3 years is the most common. So you'll be given at least 3 years. Yeah, so what other question did you ask? Sorry, I think that's the only thing you asked, right? The number of years.
Only question.
Yeah, the number of years. So at least 3 years is what you'll be given.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So I'll be directing the next question to Coach Bethel. What are the chances that I can move in with my family as soon as possible? What are the chances for people coming to work as healthcare assistants in the UK? What are the chances that they can move in with their family as soon as possible?
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I think it was earlier this year, around February, that the UK government opened the door for healthcare assistants to be recruited to join the workforce in the UK. And along with that, it comes with sponsorship and maintenance. So that automatically gives you access to be able to bring in your family, your dependents. If you are married, your husband and your children, you can bring in all your children. If you have 6, you can bring them in. If you have 2, yes, you can bring them in together with your spouse. Now, you're asking what it is more than 100% certain, more than 100% sure. People who have gotten here, they didn't have any issue with them at the visa office. And it is depending on how you have planned yourself. If you plan yourself that, okay, when I get to the UK, within 2 months or within 3 months, my family can join me. Yeah, it's possible. The only challenge that you may have is the coaches usually say, have some time to settle down a little bit, understand your workload, understand the terrain a bit, gather in some cash to be able to be stable, and then you can bring in your family. So if 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months is okay, and you are ready to go. I've seen somebody, no, I didn't see, I heard of somebody who, together with the family, every one of them came. They came, they applied for the visa, but the employer was just responsible for her. They were responsible for the rest of the family. She has 2 children and her husband, so they did all their applications and everything together, and they came together with her. Of course, she has some other support system. But if you don't have anybody here, when you get here, you need some time to just settle down, to understand the system, understand the terrain, understand your work that has brought you here. And then within 3 months, 2 months, you can bring your family. They will be issued visa. They will not be asked one question. As at yesterday that I checked, they won't be asked a question. They'll just look at all their documents and then give them dates to come back for their visa. That is the beauty. And that's what we're bringing to you tonight to consider. Thank you very much. Emmanuel?
All right, thank you, Coach Betzel. The next question is for Coach JJ. What if I want to relocate to UK? Is it possible I want to relocate alone? And also, can I come with my family? Is he there?
I hope JJ is in the house. JJ?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the question is, okay.
Yeah, I had your question.
All right.
Okay, so that question is very simple. You're asking if it's possible to relocate with your family, right?
Alone without the family, and also if there's an opportunity to go with family.
Yeah, so there's an opportunity to come alone and work for 3 months or thereabouts, 2 months thereabouts, and then bring your family. There's an opportunity to come and bring your family. Whichever way, you have to look at your circumstances and decide what's best for you. Some people prefer to come first, settle down for the first few months, and then bring their family on board. Why some people say, no, I can't leave my family behind. I just want to be with my family in the UK. So when you want to come alone, it reduces the cost of traveling. Number one, the advantage is you come first. You're going to spend traveling fee for yourself. Your visa is covered, your flight ticket is covered. So the what you're going to spend is just the things you're going to prepare for to bring to UK, which reduces cost completely. When you get to UK, the first 2 months, you might be given a full accommodation. Some will say 3 months to get accommodation, free accommodation. Some will even support you with some little money, £500, £300, £200 that will give you to be able to spend. So for those who come first, before going to take their family, the advantage is that the first 2 months or 3 months, all the money they're earning, they're able to save it. And so it's less stress for them when they now say, I want to bring their family, because they have enough money to bring their family in. But for those so it's very possible for you to come and work for 1 to 3 months, then bring your family in after that. Yeah, another advantage of that is that by the time you're coming, if you come here first, you'd have gotten accommodation for them, so that when you're coming, you're just coming into that accommodation straight. But if you want to come with your family, that means you must be financially capable to cater for the traveling expenses of all the members of your family. If it's your wife or your husband and the kids, that means you must be ready to cater for their expenses. If you have a land, you can sell it. If you have a car, you can sell it. Anything sell it, you just sell it, and so that you buy the tickets and their flight tickets, process their visa, and let them come along with you. It's very, very it's a bit difficult if you're coming with your family to get accommodation in advance. So that's another thing you want to consider. Unless you want to really go the extra mile and make sure that maybe someone here is able to help you go the extra mile to get accommodation. That's the only disadvantage. But it's very possible to get visa for them to come. It's the easiest. All you just need is a letter from your employer, your certificate of sponsorship, present it at the immigration office, and they issue their visa with ease. So either you want to come with your family or you want to come alone, you have a community of healthcare professionals in the UK who can also rally around you and support you and make things happen.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much, sir. The next question goes to Coach Victoria, and it's actually in line with this question. What will the cost of living look like, especially when you want to come with your family?
Do you mean cost of living in the UK?
Yes, in the
when
UK.
They come. Cost of living differs.
Can you just give us probably an estimate, or maybe
it differs from town to town. Okay, so for let's start with accommodation. A 2-bedroom, let's say you and your spouse and 2 children, you will at least get a 2-bedroom apartment. A 2-bedroom apartment in the Northeast, it ranges, if it is unfurnished, it might be around 500, 550 per month. If it is furnished, it can be as high as 700 per month. Now it is higher in the South. That's so in the South, okay, let me take London as an example. A studio in London can cost up to 800, 900 pounds per month. So a 2-bedroom apartment in London, unfurnished, can be up to 1,300, 1,400 pounds per month. So, you know, like that. Anyway, if you go online, when you decide where exactly you want to go, you'll be able to get more information. So let's leave it at that for accommodation. For groceries, you can be spending about £100, 100, 120. Let's say you people, you eat so much. Let's say 150 for a family of 4. It can be more. I'm being very economical with these numbers that I'm saying. So it can definitely be more than that. And you want to, for transportation in the Northeast, it can be up to like £60 per month. That's if you buy your card, your transport card, as you know, if you buy it together, like a month's worth, it can be up to £60. In other parts of the country, it can be around that also, 60, 70 pounds or so. So cost of living in a month for a family of 4, the wife, the husband, and 2 children, depending on where you are, like for in the Northeast, it can be up to £1,000. It can be up to £1,000. And there are actually ways to cut on costs. It's important to, like I do say, when you are coming into the UK, like the Yorubas will say, I'm sorry, I'm not Yoruba. It means you start from the lower. So when you get to a new place, you don't start shopping in places where, you know, where it's big. Start from charity shops, you know, places that their prices are minimal. Then you'll be able to cut on cost. But your salary, honestly, if you're able to like manage your finance well, it's enough. Even with all the agents, you know, we've been talking about agencies and all that. And when your spouse comes with you, or when your spouse finally comes to the UK, they are not under contract. They are not under any bond. So they are free. In fact, if they want to do 24/7 for the whole year, they are free. They are free to work anyhow as they want. So by the time you had that together with your salary, you will be able to live a comfortable life in UK. You will. So the cost of living is not scary. It's, yeah, truly it differs from towns to town, but it's not scary. It's something that can be managed with adequate planning. I hope I answered that.
Yeah, you did justice to it. Thank you very much. Okay, Coach Bethel, you're next. And this question says, how fast will the visa processing take? And what is the estimate of the entire relocation process? I think the person is talking about asking how long, like how the months that it will take.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So the estimate for the visa processing usually takes 15 working days. 15 working days. I know people that their visa came out in 8 days, but officially they will tell you 15 working days. That is one. What's the second question? What's the second question, Victoria?
Okay, the person wants to know how fast it is, like how the processing of the visa and the estimate of the entire procedure or process.
Okay, you mean the estimate of the time that you can, the entire process, that entire time that the process can take you to get to the UK as a healthcare assistant. Some people, it can take them 4 months, but let's just put it between 4 and 6 months. Between 4 and 6 months. So if you start your journey this June, God helping us, you doing the smart work, because we don't believe in so much hard work. And that's what the coaching program that you hear about shortly, you know, it's all about the smart work. You will be in the UK before December. So that's it. And there are coaches, there are mentors that are ready to take you by the hand and walk the aisle with you every single way. I hope that's all right? Yeah.
Yes, that's all right. Thank you very much for that, Coach Bethel. So I would like to reiterate again that if you are getting value from this section, please kindly hit the like button and the notification bell to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I'll be directing the next question to Coach JJ. Coach JJ, why do you think people should avoid wasting money on unendorsed online certifications? I think you are muted.
Sorry about that. I think the reason why people should avoid wasting money and time, because sometimes you can do 30 certifications and you find out that it's not even been recognized by the employer that is going to, you know, advertise the job you're looking for. So one of the reasons is because the job market is a bit more competitive now. And so you need to really stand out. Before now, most of the times there are some certifications that you don't even need to get the attraction or attention of the employer. But now you need to begin to step higher and you get those certifications. So it's very important that you know which certifications are endorsed and which are not endorsed. And there are certain bodies that produce a list of the organizations which the institutions, the training institutions or organizations that have been recognized and duly approved, that work with NHS, that work with Education England. You know, these are organizations that are well recognized. So when you bring a certification that has this logo of this organization, well accredited, CPD accredited, it brings you from the bottom of the list to the top of the list, because they know that you are getting serious with your career business, your career journey in the healthcare sector. You really mean business. Unlike you just doing free courses all over the internet, and there are some popular free courses that anybody can do. Everybody's doing, let me put it that way. So doing what everybody's doing, spending money on certifications that takes away all your funds, like £20 here, £30 here, £50 here. No, by the time you are doing 10, 20, it takes a lot of money. So I think one should just try and avoid going through that longer route. And that is why we've put an arrangement in place where we've been able to get one of the international organizations accredited in UK to partner and run certification program on full and partial scholarships, where you pay just a token to access over 80 CPD accredited certifications that are recognized by all the bodies that matters. And that is why we always encourage people, instead of wasting money on certifications, why not sign up for our own certification program, where we can give you a scholarship, partial or full, and you don't have to pay so much for over 80 accredited certifications. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Instead of spending money on 10 certifications and spending £200, Why not spend as little as £7, £8, £10 and do 80 certifications? So I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think that's why people should begin to look at looking for people that can give them authentic certification and not waste time or money on certification that they're just picking from the internet here and there.
All right, thank you very much for that, Coach JJ. So the next question I'll be asking is in line with this question you just asked. And the question is, what are the endorsed certifications and how can people gain access to scholarship to get them for free?
You want me to take that?
Yes, just in line with the question you just answered.
Yes, so we have endorsed certifications. There are many of them, over 80 of them. Care certificate is a foundation one you need to get. And so how to get scholarship, I think we have a link that we can drop on YouTube, on Telegram, on WhatsApp for people who are watching, how to access the scholarship. I think by July 7, we'll be opening up the portal again for new registrations, and it's an opportunity for people to access the scholarship. So we will drop the link of the certifications on the YouTube channel and on our Telegram channel so that people can be able to access it.
All right, thank you very much for that, Coach JJ. So I'll be directing the next question to Coach Victoria to help us shed more light on this. What education prospects await the applicant that is going to the United Kingdom for healthcare assistant, spouse, or the dependents when they get to the United Kingdom?
So there are a lot of educational prospects. So in the UK, like there's so much, they want you to, it's a culture that I've noticed, especially if you are working in the corporate world, in the professional world, like you will be working when you get to the UK. Your advancement is of top priority to them. Like they want you to advance, they want you to progress, they want you to be better, because the better you are, the better the services you'll be providing and the better their organization. Like the value of a company, I'm not talking about monetary value now. What's the English? The value of a company is directly proportional, is equal to the value of the people who are working in that company. And every company wants every company wants their organization to be the best, to be known for something good. They want to have good feedbacks from people, from clients, from relatives, from the CQC, from the government. So they are doing everything in their power to actually help you to progress. So if you want to progress, they will help you. They will give you a push. And even if you are not thinking about progressing, like Coach JJ was saying earlier, that they will ask for your career plan. So even if you don't have the aim of progressing, they will knock you on the head. Well, yeah, progress. So the opportunities that you have, it's much, it is big. You can go on and have more education in the healthcare field. So there are different courses, like we do say, all these courses, these trainings that you will be getting when, some of you might have started it already, while some are yet to. By the time you get to the UK, you'll be retrained. They will train you again. So it's not like, oh, everything that you've done or that you've known in your country, that's the only thing that you'll be using, while you're working in the UK. you'll be trained again, you get mentorship, your help will be made available for you. So you have the opportunity to actually progress. You can take further courses. Like if you come in as a senior healthcare assistant, I think one of the coaches also said it earlier, you can advance and say, oh, there are different courses that you can take. Now there's NVQ level 2, level 3, I think there's level 4 also. And you get to a point at which when you do a particular course, it is a course that brings you up to the management level. You become a manager, whether in the care home or the support care center, you become a manager. So you have the opportunity is there for you. And if you want to go to the university also, they make things easy for you. In fact, there are a lot of most people, when you see, except the person came here solely to study, maybe on a study visa, when you see most people working, they are also studying. So they are doing part-time stuff. Part-time study is very popular here in the UK. Hardly will you see anybody working, especially in the healthcare sector, that is working and is not doing one course or one degree or one master's or the other. So they give you, there's flexibility. You have the opportunity to advance as much as you want, And if you are coming in with your spouse also has the opportunity to advance, to go to, to a school for a higher study or anything. So there's enough opportunity and flexibility for you to actually do that when you get to the UK.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So let's be taking the questions from YouTube. I've got one from Tiluke Tokwe. She's asking, which one is easier, to come to UK as health worker or as a student? This question is directed to Coach Bethel.
Okay, thank you very much. So it depends on you. There are different routes. So it depends on what you want. You can come in as a student. Yesterday, yesterday that was the session that we had. If you go back to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to understand. You can come in. We talked about different countries. We also delved into UK in details. So it depends on you. If you want to come as a student, there is the pathway is there for you. But our focus tonight is for those who have decided whether they have the health background or do not have the health background, and they want to take the advantage of this open door, of this opportunity that has been, flung open to everybody all over the world to come as a healthcare assistant. So that's why we find us talking. Yesterday, it was all about the study route. Today, we are, because it's by popular demand. That's why we are here, and that's why we are, answering questions that people have sent to us in that regard. So it depends on you. Both are easy. They are easy, and they are on two different kinds of visa. They have differences. The visas have differences. If you come as a student, you have come to study. You have 20 hours of work. But as healthcare assistant, you have you may have 37.5 or 40 hours of work per week. But because you are a permanent staff, you have access to working more, like bank shift, taking up bank shift, an agency, and then you can earn. And then if you come as HCA, you can also go to school like that. So it depends on you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Coach JJ, this question says, with a 3-year work visa and I relocate to my family, do I have to renew my visa again? And if so, how many years can I be granted to work in the UK? That question is a bit long, but I hope you got it.
Yeah, I think it's a very good question. So if you get a visa to the UK, you get a 3-year visa, you can actually get your visa renewed before it expires. And because you're coming on a permanent job, your employer will support you in your visa renewal process. So before your visa expires, your employer will sit down with you. They will assign you someone. They have an immigration. Each employer has an immigration department that will support you in your visa renewal. So it's something that is very, very smooth. Unless you say you don't want to work with the employer again, probably you want to pay them off and, maybe get another job, or you want to do agency job, then you can, begin to think about renewing your visa yourself. But visa renewal is very, very easy, especially when you are on a certificate of sponsorship. It's one of the easiest things to do, and you have all the support. So I think that question is how many years visa, and can you renew the visa, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Coach JJ. I'll be directing the next question back to you. And this person is asking on YouTube that, do I need to write IELTS as a requirement for healthcare assistance?
The answer is yes and no. You might not need to write IS as a requirement for health assistant. Why? Because if you have a degree, you might ask to be exempted from IELTS if you have a degree. So there's a body that evaluates your academic qualification, and you can write them or apply to that body, call it NARIC or ethics. So you can apply to that body and request that they should evaluate your degree and ask that they remove you from the test of English requirements, which will be done once you are able to submit your transcript, and they evaluate it that you don't need test of English because you were taught in test of in English language throughout your education. So if you have a degree, you don't need IELTS to migrate to the UK actually. But if you don't have a degree, yes, you will need IELTS, but you will need IELTS, not the one that everyone is doing. You need the UK via IELTS. And the fortunate thing is that the band score requested for the UK visa IELTS that you're going to do, general, is lower than what is being requested all over. You can get anything from 5.56, 6.5. You can travel with that. So you might need IELTS if you don't have a degree, but if you don't have a degree, you don't. If you have a degree, you don't need IELTS. Just get your certifications evaluated. You can skip IELTS.
All right, all right. So I believe people are getting value from this section this evening, and I'll be directing the next question to Coach Victoria to kindly shed more light on it. This person is asking on YouTube, how can someone without health background get the required certification for this job?
Right. So someone without health background needs to get the health background, because UK is big on experience, especially they are coming from outside of the UK. Now, if you are a dependent of somebody in the UK, experience is not as important like that. They're actually encouraging people to come into care. They will train them and they will get experience on the job. But if you are coming from outside the UK, experience is a big thing. You need to get the experience. So it will be good if you can find a hospital somewhere where you can volunteer, or you can tell them you want to train as a senior healthcare assistant, and this is also important because there will be one of the things that your employer will be requesting from you is reference letter. or a reference link. So if you do not have experience, how do you aim to get a reference letter? Who's going to give you reference? Who's going to say, yes, this person is a senior healthcare assistant in our hospital. She knows what she's doing, is capable, who's going to give you that? So you will get the experience, and then you will get the necessary certificates. I think some of the coaches have already touched on that also. You need to get the necessary certificates, care certificates, and other relevant healthcare certificates. You need to get them. So those are very important. If you don't have a background, you need to get it. There's no other way. Sorry. There's no other way around it. You need to get that experience for yourself and also for the reference. Because if you do not, I know it's not entirely the same thing working in your country and working in the UK. There might be some processes and ways of doing things that might be different, but at least have a glimpse of what it looks like. I mean, by the time you go volunteer or you go start a training as a healthcare assistant and you get there and you see somebody vomiting and you run out, you know that is not for you. So it's important, for your own self, so that you won't get to the UK and become miserable and be like, they did not tell me. We are telling you now. Okay, I hope I answered that.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. This question is directed to Coach Bethel. So someone is asking, I've undergone some courses on health and social care, and I have a passport. What do I do next? And how can you be of help?
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's a very brilliant question. You have undergone some health and social certificates, and you have your international passport. What do you do next? There is still few, but lots of things to do, and that's why we're bringing this session. Now, let me quickly tell you about what you stand to benefit from this coaching section, because this is the boot camp where we give you everything. If you're interested, you take it further. Now, in the health and social care certificates that you have done, did you do the approved one, the endorsed one? You need to know, because the competition is high. Having your international passport, brilliant. You need that. In fact, at this stage, your international passport is more important than your best certificate. I hope somebody heard that. Your international passport, because that is what you need for your application of visa and every other thing. So the benefit of this coaching session, let me quickly tell you. Number one, you have verified, endorsed, and approved certifications. We have access to over 80 courses that are endorsed. If you're going to go and take these 80 courses on your own, or to even go and try and take 10 on your own, you'll be paying so much. But with very little, you can have access to 80, and then you do it, and then your CV and everything that you are going to be submit will be impeccable. Another thing is that we have facilitators, coaches that devote their attention. They will spend time with you in the inner circle within these 4 weeks. They will spend time with you weekly to help you and hold you by the hand and show you the way. Another one is that we have expert coaches ready to train, to support you, and to hold you by the hand and to guide you. One of the things that I quickly need to mention here is that you cannot get a job in the UK with your African CV. You cannot. There is a required CV. And we have coaches that that's undergone this training, and they are ready. They will show you the kind of CV that, will be able to pass the ATL test, the kind of CV that when they see, they will stop by and look at yours. It's not those ones that we have, you know the way our African CV look like. No, you have coaches, then you have access to professional CV, cover letters, statements. They will help you to prepare and to give you guidance so as to, be able to get a good job and to increase your chances to have that brightest chances of being called for an interview. And another thing is that you have special training on how to make job applications. It's not every job you see, you jump into it. We have access to some specific training, some specific job sites that you will have access to, and then you increase your chances of being called for interview. Another thing is that you will have mock interview session. Before you go for that interview, you will sit with the coaches, you will sit with the trainers, and then they'll begin to ask you questions. Because we are on ground in the UK, we have first-hand information. We have first-hand interview questions and how to help you to answer the kind of answer that your employer would hear, and they will look at you twice. They will turn their head and say, that's the person that we want to employ. And then finally, we will give you, till you arrive in the UK, we will hold you by the hand. On this coaching program, we say it a lot: follow people where no road. Follow people where sabi road. People where don't work out the place where you want work out. Follow them. Don't go and follow people who are just talking. We are on ground here. We know your plight. We have been where you are currently, so we know how it feels. We know what it is, and then we want to take the stress off you. We don't want you to suffer. We don't want you to, all your past bad experiences can be forgotten as soon as you sign up for this coaching program. So back to that question, that is all that the person still needs to do. The person needs to prepare a compelling CV, cover letter, have your statement letter ready, and then have access to job sites where you can begin to, and they will tell you every other thing that is required, the TB test, the police clearance report, if you want to do the IELTS, and every other thing. So I'm sure that one of the moderators will drop the link in case you are interested. We've got very limited slots, just 10 slots. We've been announcing this. I'm so sorry that if you're hearing this for the first time, we've got just limited slots, just 10 of 10 slots for people who wants to access the 50% discount and to have access to the scholarship. The link will be dropped so that if you're interested, just 10. It's not for everybody, just 10. So get into the link and then do the needful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma. I guess our motto should be follow no road.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So if you're here on Zoom, you can quickly drop your questions. I can see that there's no question there. Okay, so the next question goes to Coach JJ. It says, is it possible to get sponsorship while in Nigeria? Furthermore, how can you get employers that will grant scholarship?
Come to the coaching room. Sorry, JJ, over to you. But they need to come to the coaching room. Yeah. It's possible, 150% possible. But you need to come to the coaching room. JJ.
Oh, you wanted to say 1,500%.
Oh, 1,500%.
Yeah, people are getting are getting jobs from wherever, not only Nigeria, Africa, Ghana. People are getting jobs from Kenya. So there is a need for more employment, and employers and recruiters are getting people employed. In the last few months, quite many people have gotten visa sponsorship, sponsored job rather, where they sponsor their flight tickets, sponsor their visa processing, and bring them to the UK live and direct. So there are jobs and people are getting the sponsorship. In the next 6 months, there will be more jobs. In fact, in the last 1 week or 2 weeks now, there has been some organizations that are getting their license to sponsor people. So in the next few weeks and few months, there will be more jobs out there because more organizations are now getting their license to sponsor people from outside UK. So to the question, yes, there are jobs, and people are getting jobs and getting visas, are getting sponsored jobs. So it is very, very, very possible. But it is only 100% sure that you would be in the category of people that will be getting jobs if you meet the criteria that is needed for you to get a overseas sponsored job. Let me say that again. The jobs are there, but not everyone is getting there because only those who meet the criteria will be able to get the job, especially now that the competition is getting tougher and higher. So, and that is why we felt, okay, many people have been applying for jobs. Many people just wake up one morning, watch YouTube videos and start sending out applications. We've had several people that have sent 100, 150 applications before the code came to the coaching program, and they've been going round and around, not even a reply. And those reply that came very, very negative. But after undergoing mentoring, coaching, started sending out applications again, and they're getting responses. They're getting interview responses, and that's a lot of progress. So that's why we usually encourage people, don't go to the journey yourself. Join coaches and mentors who can hold you by the hand and who can actually help you move from where you are to where you want to be in a short period, rather than going through the long process. So the jobs are there, the sponsorships are there. It's just that you need to do the right thing and make yourself a very attractive candidate to be able to attract those jobs and get them.
Thank you very much, Coach JJ. This person is already thanking you before asking you the question. Please, I would like that you still hang on. She says, do employers require employees to undertake a bond for a period of time?
When you say a bond, no, you're not supposed to take a bond. Any job that they're asking you to take a bond is a scam, and people are taking such jobs. So I have people who have been signing contracts, signing bonds, and that are crazy, that are ridiculous, just because they are desperate to go to the UK. So you're not supposed to sign a bond, you're supposed to sign a contract. And a bond is different from a contract. So you're supposed to sign a contract that stipulates the contractual terms. And once you sign that contract, you can't afford to have the employer come back and say, you need to sign another contract. No, contract is contract. But the bond, the employer can come back and say, you have a bond with us because one clause or the other have been inserted in that bond that, you can. So it's not really easy to be able to dictate some of the offers out there that have bond inside them, but you don't need to take them because the jobs are supposed to come without bonds, but a contract. So what does a contract involve? A contract means that you're going to work with them for a particular period of time, and after that period expires, you're going to either renew your contract or walk away. Let me say that again. The contract says, we normally say that you're going to work with them for a particular period of time, and at the end of that period, it's either you renew the contract or just walk away and go and look for another job. But if it is a bond, the bond that if you get employed by their company, you can't afford to leave until so period of time. You can't leave at all. You're stuck. So, and that is why it's always important for you to always when you get an offer, you also need to sit with your career mentor and coach to help you go through the offer to decide what exactly is hidden in the offer. I've gone through several offers over the last 3 months, over 10 offers, 10, 15 offers, between 10 and 15 offers. And I've seen offers that are ridiculous, that are really, really crazy, that are suspicious, that are annoying. And that is why it's very important for people to know what they are getting into. So it's not always advisable for you to get employed with companies that are asking you to sign a bond. You don't need to sign a bond, but you sign a contract.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Coach Gigi. We are getting lots of reactions from the YouTube page, and I would like to repeat again that if you are getting value from this section, please kindly hit on the like button and click on the notification bell to subscribe. So two people are asking the same question from here, and they would like to know what's the cost implication of relocating to the UK is like. They want to know the total package, what it will cost them. Is it 5 million? Is it 10 million? Or can you kindly share more light on that?
Okay. Emmanuel, who is answering the question?
Coach JJ, I directed the question to Coach JJ.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay. People would like to know the cost implication of relocating with their family, with or without family. For example, maybe for a single applicant that wants to relocate, what's the cost implication? And maybe for someone that has a family of 2, 3, or 4, and they want to relocate, what's the total cost implication?
The cost implication for healthcare assistant route, I guess that's what the person is asking.
Yes, that's it.
For healthcare assistant route, you're not spending any money. You're not supposed to spend any money. So I don't know the cost that you are referring to. So for you to travel as a healthcare assistant, you're not supposed to spend any money. Your flight ticket will be booked. Your visa will be processed for you. And you're not supposed to pay your employer to get a certificate of sponsorship. No, you're not supposed to. The employer is entitled to give you, to sponsor you to the UK. So I don't think there's any particular cost that you're looking at, because we are talking about a sponsored overseas job. It is sponsored. But if you're asking for your family, there's no fixed cost, so you can't get a fixed figure, because I don't know how many members of your family are traveling. I don't know you. I don't know how many wives you have or husbands you have. Maybe you're a man, you have 3 wives, so I can't do the calculation because I don't know if you have 3 wives or 5 wives. And I don't know if you have 15 kids, so I can't give you a particular cost. And so the cost for the family would include flight tickets, visa processing, and back here in Africa, you need to process your police clearance, TB certificate, those are things that needs for the family that you need to cater for. So basically speaking, it depends on the number of the family. But for someone individual being sponsored, you're not supposed to pay anything. The company is supposed to sponsor your trip to the UK.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Coach. So before moving on, some people are already requesting for the link for the post-boot camp coaching that will be starting next week, Monday. So
can I quickly say something? Sorry.
All right.
Still on the question Coach JJ answered now. Can I chip in that it actually depends on the organization? It depends on the employer. So some employer might book your flight ticket and do everything, while some may ask you to do that. So the other costs for the other things still remain, like you are doing the other stuffs for your family and all. For your COS, majorly it's your employer, like JJ said. But for your flight tickets, yeah, that was what I wanted to comment on. Flight tickets, it might be different from employer to employer. I just wanted to chip that in before we continue.
All right. Thank you for that brief contribution, Coach Victoria. So before moving on back to the healthcare assistant question, I just got a question in my DM relating to last night's section. And the person is asking, for I would like to direct this question to all the coaches. I want you to kindly answer them as you can. And the person is asking that for someone that wants to go through Australia route, but the person has paid for UKVI IELTS, is there any remedy? Like what the person is trying to ask is that she has paid for UKVI IELTS, and you know UKVI IELTS cannot be used for another country. Like, is there anything she can do to find her way to Australia? Is it that she's going to write another IELTS for majorly for Australia or for other countries, either for work or for study?
UKVI?
Yes, she said she has already paid for UKVI IELTS, but now with the section we had last night, she's already considering of relocating to Australia.
You can't use UKVI is UK visa, and you can't use UKVI to travel to any other place except UK.
Okay. So what's the solution, sir?
Solution?
Yes.
There's no solution. Do your exam, follow UKVI, follow your dream to UK. At the same time, keep on pushing for Australia. If you can push for Canada, you also do it at the same time. Anyone that clicks, you go.
But you know, all these countries also require IELTS. So the person, what the person is trying to ask is that will she write 2 IELTS, that is the one for UKVI and the general one that other country accept?
It depends on what she's going to do in Australia. That will determine whether she's going to go with IELTS or not. So it is what she's going to study. There are some universities that will waive IELTS for you. Is it because of work he or she is going? There are some work that will not require IELTS. So it depends on what he or she is going to do in Australia that will determine whether she's going to take IELTS or not. I don't know if the question is answered.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much for that. So I'll be moving back to the healthcare assistant questions, and we are getting lots of them. And this person is asked, okay, I think some of them has been answered. And okay, someone is saying, I have checked the 80 courses. I'm trying to check the question. Okay, for those asking about the coaching program, how much you should pay, the link is already on YouTube. You can kindly check through the link. Then someone is asking, are you saying this one? Are you saying that someone without health background cannot relocate on the healthcare? I think some of these questions has been answered. People are just asking the questions again. So let me move back to the Zoom room to see what is being discussed on the platform. Another person is asking, can the certifications we have gotten certifications, can they also be used in countries like Australia or? I'm directing the question to Coach JJ.
Yeah, you said?
Some of the certifications some of the coaching students have done so far, can they also be used in countries like Australia and Canada for the healthcare route?
Yes. So for the certifications, they can be used to request for quantification. So if you have some certifications, you can put them together, educational certifications, healthcare certifications. You can put all of them together and send them to Australia or Canada and ask that they do a quantification of everything you have so that they can place you on whether you qualify for some jobs or not. So it is very, very possible. You will not use those certifications to apply for job, but you can use those certifications to request for a quantification of your qualification, and that can give you an edge above others. So the certifications are not wasted.
All right, thank you for that, Coach JJ. I would like to direct this question to Coach Bethel. And someone is asking, kindly shed more light on this. You said yesterday that being an HCA in UK is far more better than ADNS/DNS. I don't know what that means, but kindly share more light on that.
Okay, I think I know the person who asked the question, and I'll quickly make it brief. I said, that is my opinion. That was the first thing I said. Yes, when you work as healthcare assistant, number one, you are on a salary scale. And alongside that salary scale, you have a lot of things. One, you're on a permanent job, so you have job security. We're talking about job security. We're talking about security of life and property. Is that quantifiable? No. You're talking of regularity of your salary every set day on that month. Every day, every set day on that month, you get your salary. You're talking about support at work. You're talking about being able to get to work and you have a lot of equipment, you have a lot of things to carry out your work. You're talking about, having mentors and coaches at work, supervisors who would always ask you, are you all right? You can always ask me if you need anything and all that. So if you put that alongside, for you to even be adding DNS, I didn't put DNS, I didn't put it, so you know what ADNS is. So that is on that basis that I said, okay, being an HCA is even better. Do you know how much you earn per month? If you convert that to Naira, do you have an idea? If you have an idea, you will agree with me. Thank you. Emmanuel, let me end there.
All right, thank you very much for that, Coach Bethel. So because of our time, we'll be moving to the next section of the program, which is the hot seat with coaching students. And I believe our coaching students are ready. We have 3 of them, and they will be put on the hot seat tonight.
Emmanuel, just
yes.
a minute before you go to that, let me quickly take some questions, some important questions on YouTube. I think I'm still seeing 1 or 2 questions that have not been attended to. Yeah, so that
Okay.
There's some questions there.
Yeah, so I have someone asking here, saying, where is it again? Okay. Oh, where are the questions now?
I think there is one about somebody saying she's already an auxiliary nurse and she has national diploma in LIVESTREAM. Can she apply and get qualified?
Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, so can someone who is an auxiliary nurse and has national diploma? Yeah, you can. If you have that's the healthcare background. Anyone that has a healthcare background, what do you mean by healthcare background? It means that you have worked in a clinical setting. You have an idea about health. You've either volunteered in a clinical setting or you have worked in a clinical setting. It might not necessarily be in an hospital, but in any healthcare setting. So you have an advantage because you understand, you have a background in health. And even if you don't have a background in health, if you are someone asks that it did sciences or something, you can also go and enroll in an hospital as an intern, apprentice, to learn about what the healthcare assistant role is all about, and that can give you a background in that field, so you are in position to really get the jobs that you're looking for. Then someone said, I already got the answer, so I want to know how I can get to UK as an RN. So as a nurse, you can get to the UK as a nurse through as a nurse. Okay, we did with that yesterday. So you can watch the video, check the video, one of the videos that we did yesterday. You can go to the video where we highlighted what you need to do to go to the UK as a nurse.
JJ, following that, somebody is asking that if as a nurse and you want to do the care job in UK, do you still need the certification courses?
Yeah, I saw that question, yeah. So if you want to work as an healthcare assistant in the UK, you need the certification courses, because without the certification courses, you cannot even get a job. Nobody even take a second look at you. So the first thing you need to put yourself in that position, whether you have a healthcare background or you don't have a healthcare background, it doesn't matter. Whether you have a PhD or a master's, it doesn't matter. You can't use your African certifications to go and work in the UK. That is why you need a UK accredited certification. Even if you have a PhD, you want to work in the UK, you need UK accredited certification. So you need to, whether you are a nurse or a doctor, you are a pharmacist or a professor, you still need to take the UK accredited courses to be able to get a job in the UK. Without those courses, you cannot get a job. I hope that is clear.
Can I quickly remind, sorry please, can I quickly remind the watchers on YouTube to click the like button? We have over lots of people watching, and the like button is yet to be clicked. Please click on the like button. Please do that. Do that now. Do that. Let's see if the number goes up. Click on the like button, especially if you're getting value for your time, especially if you're getting more than what, more information, education, enlightenment. We're not holding anything back. We are Africans and we are here. We're not telling you things that are not, things that are correct is what we are sharing with you. So please click the like button. Thank you.
Someone is asking for someone who is already in the UK presently, and do I need to, and wants to take up healthcare job? How do I go about the certification process? If you're in UK already, you want to take healthcare job, we have posted the link. Just scroll up, or we'll post it again. The kind of courses you can take. We have access to those courses. You can enroll on those courses and start taking them. Then someone was asking about the courses, the certification courses, over 80 of them. Once you access that scholarship, it's been subsidized, drastically subsidized, so you can gain access to the portal and you can do as many certifications as you want. You print the certificate and you can attach them to your job applications. So, and then if you are presently in the UK, look out for one of the sessions we're having in the next 2 weeks, where we'll be dealing with how you can get jobs in UK if you are getting to UK and you are studying, or you're coming in as a spouse, where to get the jobs and how to go about it. So be on the lookout. You can join our Telegram platform. The links are also under the description of the video. You can use the links. Okay, I think we're good to go, Emmanuel. Most of the questions have been answered.
All right, thank you very much for that, Coach Petel, Coach JJ.
Okay, I've got a percentage. Sorry.
Okay, I think Coach Betel has actually answered that question. So we'll be moving on to the interactive section, or hot seats, with our coaching students. And I believe they are all ready for us. So Damilola, can you kindly introduce them, please?
Okay, yeah, so we've got 4 students that are ready to share them. The first person here on the list is Vivian. I don't know if she's here with us. Vivian, are you ready? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Vivian. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you too?
I'm very well, thank you very much. So the first question I would like to ask you is that, since you have been on this coaching platform, what have you done differently? Or what do you think you are doing differently before you got onto this coaching platform?
In fact, I don't even know what to say regarding my own situation. There are a whole lot of things that I need to say about this. In fact, okay, let me start from when I joined the boot camp. I was opportune to join the boot camp, the 3 days boot camp, and I got a lot of information on that day. And after that, I joined the community mentorship program. Then after the community mentorship program, I also subscribed to the 4 weeks coaching program. Before then, I've been searching, I've been applying a whole lot. Can you believe that from last year, August, I started doing my application. Then from December 2021, I subjected myself to making 30 to 50 applications every day. I was always getting my normal breakfast. And what I call my breakfast is unfortunate messages. Unfortunately. In fact, I was kind of depressed. I was like, there's something I'm not doing wrong. I spoke to myself. I said, I think I need a coach. I need people that knows it. What am I supposed to do? Not until I stumbled into the boot camp, then into the coaching program. And you see, when I joined that coaching program, that was when I found out that I knew nothing at all. There's this slogan the coaches use, which is follow people where Sabi road. And I kept using it. In fact, these are people that actually knows the road. And the whole thing, the coaching, in fact, initially I didn't even know that my CV, my cover letter was nothing to write about. After I was coached for my CV and my cover letter, in fact, it was different. I noticed that the application I was doing I was doing it in the wrong way. Then after doing all those things, I started doing my application. I did my application, and guess what? I got an interview, 2 interviews. So during one of our coaching session, I was like, please, I have an interview. And they said, no problem. The coaches said that they are available. They are ready for me. That's not a problem. And do you know, I was drilled. In fact, will I say, Coach JJ drilled me. Do you know, up to 3 a.m., we were still doing the interview drilling. And before I started the drilling, I know Coach JJ was like, this woman, in fact, I'm the kind of person that talks. But during that drilling, I found out that, will I be able to do this? But he made me believe that I can do that. For the coaches to bring out this time to take us through this. And after that, I did my interview. That was on the 8th. Then the next day, I had another interview. And do you know what? After my 2 interviews, in less than 48 hours, I got a successful, a positive reply. And as I'm talking to you now, I have my offer. I have sent my document. I'm waiting for my COS now. In fact, I follow people where Sabi Road. And do you know what? And when I got my offer, Coach JJ was like, send your offer to me, because sometimes you get excited before you know you will sign one contract. Immediately, I sent everything to him. When he went through it, he was like, it's okay, it's a good offer. So I replied, I sent it back to my prospective employer. I sent all my, he even called, after a week, he chatted me that, how far have I started anything? That have they contacted me for any documentation? I said, I've not heard from them. That he now told me, no, just calm down, just be patient, their processes. And in fact, after that chat that day, that was when they sent me my pre-employment health checks, that I should send all my documentation. As I'm talking to you, they have applied for my COS. I'm waiting for the Home Office to release the COS, and they sent to me. I was so glad, and I know that I'm still with them. In fact, African Nurse Network, there's not, in fact, I'm telling a lot of people about the story, please. And I want to encourage everybody that it just keen to this opportunity. African Nurse Network is here for you. They will never leave you. Please, thank you so much. And I want to thank all the coaches, Coach Bethel, Coach JJ, Coach Victoria, Coach Josephine. In fact, I'm very, very grateful for this. I will never regret this. I will live to appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Vivian. Thank you very much, Vivian. I think For those that are watching live on YouTube, we have a testimony among us and we can all hear it. And like I said yesterday, that the African Nurse Network is not yet to play. They are not yet to play. So we move
Yes.
to the next person, which is Dami. Can you kindly introduce the person?
What a lovely testimony, Vivian. That's so nice. We are doing practical here. It's not just theory. So I think Victoria is next. Are you there?
Yes, Amuta. Victoria, are you on this call, please? Hi, Victoria. Are you there? Okay, I don't think so. Tessie. Tessie, are you on this call, please? Okay, I don't think we are on this call, so I would like to bring Vivian back again. Vivian, kindly hang on. I would like to bring you back.
Okay.
And I would like to ask you that, how did you get to hear about the coaching program?
Actually, it was through an advert. Then someone sent me the link also. Then I went through the YouTube and I was able to get the link to the boot camp. So, and that was how I just found myself there.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So the third question I asked for you is that, why do you think anyone hesitating on this boot camp should just sign up for this program? Did you get that, please?
Mike, what I would tell everybody is that time waits for. Okay.
Hi, Vivian, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So the third question I was asking was that, why should you think anyone hesitating should just sign up for this coaching program?
The thing that I would tell everyone out there and those that are present in this session is that time awaits no one. Just key into the opportunity as soon as possible so that you will be the first. If you have your plans of leaving this country, October, November, December, just start now. Just sign up now. I didn't wait. Immediately I finished the boot camp, the next day I subscribed for the community mentorship program and the 4 weeks coaching program. And I started immediately. I was able to do so many certifications that helped boost my CV. I did, in fact, I didn't skip any coaching session at all. So just key into it now, especially if you want to join this July session. So it's very, very important.
All right, thank you for that, Vivian. And so many people are already pouring in their congratulatory messages to you. They are congratulating you on your offer.
Thank you, guys. It's real. African network. I've never seen this type of network before. I just want to be truthful about the whole thing. Please key into it.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Vivian. So I just got a notification that Amuta Victoria is now on this call. Victoria, are you there? Hi, Victoria Amuta, are you on this call, please? Okay,
I think she's just been in and out. Yes, she's just been in and out. Maybe network issues.
Okay.
I'm having a little bit of network issue, just glitching.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So I would also quickly like to share my own story, how I got to know about the coaching program. I've been watching YouTube, watching different videos from so many of them. And on this particular day, I was just on YouTube. I was at that Naija Girls YouTube page. And whenever I watch any video, I would like to read comments to see the reactions of what people are saying. I would like to read the description. So as I was just reading, I just saw the link, post bootcamp free. I was like, can this be true? I read everything they said they will teach us. I was like, can this be true? Okay, let me join. I click on the link. The link directed me to the Telegram page, and till the D-Day, the post bootcamp started, and I was like, wow. And all this is for free. So immediately, I got the alert for the post bootcamp. I did not even waste any time at all. I did not waste any. I think I should be among some of the first people that paid for the token we were asked to pay. And since then, I can tell you I've never regretted it. And it is only on our coaching platform that you can be learning and earning. The only place I can see where that is possible is only in the dictionary. It is only on our coaching platform that you can be learning and earning. Last week, I think some of our students won themselves a gift from the team lead of the coaching platform. They answered some questions and they were beautifully rewarded. So I want to say thank you again for this privilege and for this opportunity and for this platform that you have given to us, we African. Thank you very much for that. So I would like to bring back Coach JJ to please announce.
Jessica is waiting to be interviewed. Emmanuel.
Yes, Jessica is waiting.
He's been waiting for you since 1970.
Jessica, good evening. I don't know you're on
Jessica is.
You are muted.
Oh, thank you, Emmanuel. Good evening. Good evening, coaches. I'm glad to be here. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Jessica, we can hear you, but we can see that NEPA is doing you strong thing. Don't worry, when you get to UK, even Vivian, we could barely see Vivian's face. That's what African can do to you. Don't worry, it will soon be over.
So I'm there with you in spirit. I'm there with you in spirit. Just my body left to port over to the UK.
All right.
Okay, so I'm ready for your question.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica. So I would like to ask you, what transformation has the coaching program done for you so far?
Okay, like most of us, I had started this journey like 3 years ago, thinking I knew what to do, the cover letters, the application processes. And I have a very big notebook filled with jobs I've applied for. And I was not having any positive feedback. So 3 months ago, my sister was also helping me search for coaches that could hold my hand and tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. And she stumbled upon somebody's status, and she just went past it. And her smile was like, go back, there's something on relocating to the UK. She sent me the link, and that's how I landed in African Nurses Network. And I found out I did not know my left from my right. They taught me everything I know now. They taught me what to do, the courses I should take that are accredited that will help me. And I've seen I've grown a lot in this short space of less than 2 months. And they also encouraged me. I was like, I don't need to have experience. Coach JJ, Coach Petel, Coach Victoria said, you need to have experience. Know if you can undertake this role if you come to the UK so you don't become miserable. I said, okay, let me start off. And when I started, a whole lot of things I didn't know existed in the healthcare sector actually exist. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my training. I know a lot of things, different instruments being used, how to attend to patients, what to do, how to talk to them politely, how to respect their wishes. So there are a lot of things I didn't know I was supposed to know. I now know them. And the only thing I'll say is holding me back now is our immigration system, refusing to bring out my international passport. I know before it's December, I am out of Nigeria because I am ready. Thank you so much, Coach. languages. I have learned a great deal. And I'm encouraging everyone, do not think you know everything you need to know. The African Nurses Network will teach you exactly what you need to know, put you on the right path. And whenever they say do this, please do not hesitate. Do it. It's for your own betterment. And we'll see you at the top. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Please do hang on. I still have one more question for you. And it's also the same question I also asked Vivian. Why should you think anyone hesitating should just sign up for the coaching program?
If we're hesitating, it means we are not ready for our relocation pathway. Because like Coach Betta will always say, follow those who know it. They know what we need to do, and we need to listen to them. Because if you do not join the coaching program, you do not know what you miss. For example, there's this thing that says, if you want to go far, you have to get information. But most times in Nigeria, we think getting information should be free. And I never believed in that. Because you won't get the full information you need to go ahead. You just get minimal. But when you see someone that has all the information you need, no matter what you are told to pay, for me, the value was, what we paid was nothing compared to the value I have gotten. Because in a day, I could go sit down in a joint and finish the money, just one sitting. So instead of spending that money going to buy what you do not need, why don't you buy information? Because the information we're going to get is actually more than what we are paying for. So please do not hesitate. Join the coaching program.
All right. Thank you very much, Jessica. And as you already said, just buy information. Just buy information. Just buy information. And Coach Charles Oguntade also said it last night that information is power. Information is key. Imagine somebody that does not have an undergraduate degree having a master's degree. So just buy information. Thank you very much, Jessica. So
thank you, Emmanuel.
Coach JJ, can we still take more questions?
I think we should be planning to round up, but if you have questions, let's take it in the next 5 minutes, then Coach Peter will round up.
All right. So let me just quickly go through for those that are asking for the link for the coaching program. The link has been dropped. Kindly check them out. I think all questions has been answered from here. No longer see any questions. Enough in about few minutes, and I'll be calling on Coach Bethel to kindly give us an ending note address.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been an awesome time. I appreciate everyone that has stayed till this time, asking questions, getting clarifications, and everything. Thank you very much. Now, in this journey, when you decide to take this journey, I want you to take this journey very, very seriously. It's a process, and at the same time, it's also a journey. And you know, for every journey that you want to take, there are distractions, there are discouragement, there are things that may want to deter you, things that may want to, try you, and you're doubting whether you are really able to go through. I want to tell you tonight, by saying one of my favorite quotes, delete the negative and accentuate the positive. You'll be hearing so many voices, so many noises all around you, telling you your age is a barrier, telling you cannot make it, telling you can go further, telling you, there's so many discouragements. Please delete the negative and accentuate the positive. In this journey, you need that positive mindset. You've had it from Vivian, you've had it from Jessica, You've heard it from Emmanuel. These are people that we've not even seen them, but they are benefiting from what we have brought as Africans back to Africans. So please, we are here to answer questions. Even after this meeting, we are always there. That is what you have access to every time, morning, noon, night. You have access to our phones, to our chats and everything. And then we hold you by the end and help you through. So please delete the negative and accentuate. Accentuate means bring forward, focus on it. Let it be what is on your front burner. Everything that is positive around you is what you should bring forward. If you tell anybody you're going on this route and they give you a negative answer or a negative reply, just don't tell them again. Put them as part of those people who will hear the story later. So delete the negative and accentuate the positive. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Coach Bell. So in conjunction with that quote, delete the negative and accentuate the positive. Follow people with Sabi Road. Thank you very much. Coach Victoria, can we have your parting shot, please?
I wanted to say praise God. Right. So a lot has been said. I don't think I have anything else to add to what Coach Bethel has said, because your mindset, it determines a lot of things. Once you have it, you have that determination and you are focused that this is the goal. You want to be in the UK by November 2022, and you take action. The summary of all we have been saying, taking actions, doing the right things, following people who will help you, who will guide you, and all that. Once you have that mindset that this is what you want to do and you work towards it, you will achieve it. So I can't wait to see you all in the UK. So get on, get in, get along with doing what you need to do to get into this coaching program, and doing the work. So see you soon.
Very much, Coach Victoria. I'll be calling on Coach JJ to give us his parting shot before we round off.
I don't think I have much to say. And I'm saying thank you so much for all the people who have worked so hard to make the bootcamp successful, from the coaches, Coach Victoria, Coach Favor, Coach Bethel, Coach Charles that came all the way from Australia, Mr. Ayola, that everyone that came on board to facilitate sessions. We thank you so much for coming up to make the bootcamp a success. And then we also thank you, all volunteers, all coaching students who volunteered to make this a huge success. All our coaching students who are working behind the scene, who are not showing their faces. You can see them online, and the rest. Everyone who is behind the scene making it work. Thank you so much, everyone. Ishmael is not also showing his face. So thank you everyone for for making this a huge success. And if you are not on our Telegram group, please try and join the Telegram group. The link for the Telegram group is under the YouTube comment section. Try and join the Telegram group where you can get all the information. And if you're join the community mentorship platform, every week we'll be holding Zoom meetings for mentorship program for everyone on the community mentorship program platform. Don't miss it. And if you're still thinking about joining the coaching program, don't waste time. It is the best decision you can make for now. And I can promise you over the next few weeks that your career journey will never be the same again. So sign up for the coaching program. The 50% discount to stay on. You can maximize it. And then we'll see you in class. Bye.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach JJ. So thank you everyone for joining us. And I would like to thank you once again. Till I see you again sometime soon. Good night and have a lovely night rest. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Emmanuel,